motion.
Hello everyone, Knightmare here. This is the manufacturer's race from Interlagos last week, a couple weeks ago, depending on when I put this video up. And as you can see, I am driving the Alfa Romeo 4C. I'm under my Quicksand Jesus account. Those of you who've watched me before have probably heard me talk about it. I really like the 4C. It's an underpowered car, but if you learn how to drive it, it's not actually as bad as people make it out to be. Some people just have issues driving it, and I can understand that. It's not an easy car to drive, but yeah, it's underpowered. But on a track like this, the only really long straightaway that I have to worry about is this main one on the start-finish straight. So it's not that bad. If you can stay in the slipstream, you're actually in pretty good shape. Alright, so anyway, all three tire compounds were required, and I started off on the hard tires because I'm usually pretty confident that if I start off on the hards while everybody else is running the softer compounds, I can usually kind of hold my own, keep up with them, you know, for the most part. And, well, as you're going to see right here, so let's get going. Skip ahead just a little bit here, get us rolling. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I started off on the hard compound. Everybody else in front of me is running the mediums. One guy running the hards here, and the Beetle. But yeah, it's not. I figure that if I can hold my own for the first few laps until it's time to get rid of the hard tires, then I'm going to be in really good shape towards the end of the race when I'm using the softer compounds and everybody else has yet to use their hards. So I'm just trying to not lose too much. I know I'm probably going to lose some. I get a little bump from behind there. Nah, nothing real major. I'm trying to just kind of hold position. I think I might get run over a little bit, lose a couple of spots, and actually I'm okay with that. If somebody's clearly faster than I am, I'm going to let them go. Just because I know, or well, I'm confident that towards the end I'm gonna more than make up for it. Here we see Get Factor go around. Guy we had he's a guy our team had a bit of an issue with a while back, and I'm not gonna say he completely deserved that, but I'm also gonna say it didn't break my heart to see him go around like that. See, this is the section, this is the part right here where I know this car suffers quite a bit. But again, if I can stay in somebody's slipstream, stay relatively close to them, the car's really good on the infield section. So, in all honesty, I'm probably gonna, well, I've pretty much made up my mind that because of the state the game's in right now, being a, you know, high B to low A driver, there's not really, how can I be diplomatic about this? There's not much opportunity to be able to actually advance as far as your DR very much because of the lack of penalty system, well, I'm sorry, the quote-unquote relaxed penalty system, where any kind of dirty tactics short of flat out punting somebody off the track gets no punishment at all. It's just, I always see another car go around here. But yeah, the way the game is right now. That's just how it is. A lot of the big YouTube guys are praising the system now because they're not getting those ridiculous penalties. And yes, those ridiculous penalties are gone. The minor contact, penalties, you get 3 seconds for a little tap or something like that. Those ridiculous penalties are gone. But in its place, we have, like I said, short of being absolutely murdered off the track, there's no punishments at all. And so what you're going to wind up with eventually is a whole bunch of guys that have S ratings for their SR who in all reality should have been reset. So you're going to wind up with lobbies that are dirtier and dirtier. And like I said, the big YouTube guys, the really fast guys, PX Can, Super GT, Tidney, all those guys, they're fine. They'd be fine with the new system. Because, I see this Brazilian here blocking me, or I'm sorry, Colombia, I believe that is, maybe Argentina, I'm not sure. But yeah, he was just kind of blocking me. This is the kind of thing we deal with now, because since they've added the South Americans as well to our to the North American manufacturers lobbies, and that's another thing too. That's just made it even dirtier. But anyway. Yeah, those guys that are really super fast, they race with guys that are respectful in the first place, and so they get cleaner races in the first place, while guys like me and probably you, we all just wind up dealing with a whole bunch of dirty crap, because Gran Turismo can't seem to be bothered to find, well, Polyphony Digital can't seem to be bothered to find a happy medium. It seems like the penalty system is either all or nothing. But anyway, alright, so that's enough about that. I think I've made my feelings on the situation pretty clear. So anyway, now on lap 3, going on lap 4, I'm coming up on this Beetle. I've stayed in the slipstream. I'm running up in 10th place. Started, I think, 13th. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm holding my own here, and him and Adabax here get into a little bit of a scrap. Adabax driving a Jaguar. Now, the Beetle's got to serve a penalty, so I'm gaining on Adabax, so I probably should not have made this move. I fully admit that, but take a look at how far Adabax, he never got pushed all the way off the track by me. Get Facts took him off the rest of the way. I did nudge him out, and I do feel kind of bad about that, but does that deserve this? I tend to think it really doesn't. That was just a bullshit move on the part of Adabax. And the problem with that guy is sometimes you can have several really good races with him. Several. I mean, I've had good races with Adabax. But then there's times when he just does that. My offense was not that bad as far as, the way I see it. I did bump him a little bit, and yeah, but he got taken off the rest of the way by that other guy, and he decided to punt me. So now, as you can see, I'm way back here in last place, just kind of cruising around. So we are gonna jump ahead into coverage here just a bit. Alright, as you can see, jumped ahead quite a bit in the race here. There was just nothing going on. I was up and down because of pit stops, but pretty much I just stayed, 13th. So now I've just made my last pit stop. I'm on soft compound. And the only thing I can hope for is to gain a few spots just by guys running the harder compounds. But I mean, you can see there's by the map up and right there's a whole lot of space between me and just about everybody else. I might pick up 1 spot, 2 spots if I'm lucky. Yeah, I was just completely and utterly frustrated with this race. I knew I didn't have the top end pace, but I thought because of the tire wear advantage that I could outpace some of these guys at the end, and had it not been for that punt from Adabax, I think I would have had top 5 maybe. I would have been happy with a top 10, You know, I'm not too far off of that, but still, it's not, you know, the principle of it is the fact that I just got absolutely blasted off the track for, granted, I was a little bit aggressive in that corner. I probably should have backed out, but I didn't. But the punishment that I got did not fit the crime I committed at all. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to cruise around here, see if I can maybe pick up this spot from the Jaguar in front of me. As you can see, I'm getting a much better run on the out of that corner there. I'm just getting better runs in general. Yeah, that explains why. He's running the hard tire, so I know I can get by him. He does turn in on me here just a little bit, but yeah, that's no big deal. Yeah, it's not anything really worth getting mad about, getting upset about. I don't know why my flasher suddenly came on, but I guess my thumb went fat and hit my triangle button or something. I don't know. Alright, so we're coming up on lap 17 here. I've opened up some space, breathing room there behind me. In front of me, there's a lot of space. I mean, I'm just doing a salvage run at this point, trying not to lose anything else. That's about all I can do. But yeah, like I said, this little 4C, man, I mean, it holds its own pretty well. Once you get it figured out, it can be a whole lot of fun. And since the state of the game isn't a whole lot of fun, I figure I'm just gonna go with Alpha for the next manufacturer, and yeah, just kind of run with it, just have some fun with the game. I've been playing some Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I'm kind of taking that seriously. But look, I'm over 50 years old. I'm not gonna be a world champion or be one of the aliens at any point. It's just the way it is. Like I said in my very first video, you know, I'm just a normal schlub running around the track, and you know, you got the 5% of the guys that are just like really fast. We've got a few of them on my team, but I'm not one of them. I'm one of the normal guys that runs in the B range, might get up to A every once in a while. I've been as high as 35k in points, but other than that, I'm not a super fast guy. I just go out and I just run around the track and have some fun with it. Now granted, when the penalties were ridiculous, it was no fun either, but there's got to be a happy medium. There's got to be. As you can kind of see from the replay here, I am gaining on the guy up in 11th place, and I'm seeing this, and I'm hoping that I've got enough laps that I can make up enough ground to actually at least make it a battle at the end of the race. You know, get close enough to him on the last lap that I can actually make his life interesting as far as getting, you know, maybe getting around him. But you know, I feel like I'm just running out of time. But I'm also trying not to push the car too hard, because I know that that's the one thing you can't do with this car. You can't try to manhandle it around the track. You have to use some finesse. You have to float it into the corners. You know, get your braking done before the corner, if at all possible, because trail braking is really sketchy with this car sometimes. But I am gaining on him, and I got a couple of laps left here to do it. So yeah, I'm just kind of grinding it out. since we got a little dead spot here, guys, I do want to say Attack Motorsports now has some merchandise created by Rick at the Booga Box, and this stuff is really, really cool. It's not your typical hats, t-shirts, stuff like that. We've got, you know, like 32-ounce tumblers, 20-ounce tumblers, a big old glass, you know, glass with a handle looks like a beer stein. We've got all kinds of really cool stuff. We've got bamboo coasters, slate coasters, light up keychains that you can have your name put on. You know, all kinds of really cool stuff, and all of his prices are just like rock bottom. A lot of other groups have tried and, you know, gouge the price a little bit to make some money. Well, the team itself, Attack Motorsports, doesn't make any money off of this. We just set this up for people who might want to pick up some merch from Attack and, you know, help Rick's business along. So yeah, we're not charging a whole lot for this stuff. If you go to theboogabox.com, or I'm sorry, boogamail.com, you can check it out there, and you can also check out the stuff on his Facebook page at the Booga Box. Both links are going to be in the description, so yeah, go check that stuff out, guys. Seriously, it's really, really cool stuff. It's just it's very cool design and some very high quality stuff. Rick makes really, really good stuff. He doesn't cheap out on the items that he's putting our logo on, which we definitely appreciate. So yeah, go check that out. It's really cool. Also check out hardrockdaddy.com. My buddy Adam runs a really cool music centered website, and there's lots of cool articles and stuff like that on there. So if you want to check that out, that's awesome. He would appreciate it, so would I. He was kind enough to let me, you know, allow me to promote him a little bit on my channels. So yeah, as you can see, I did pick up 11th because that guy looped it in the Peugeot. So I mean, I'm just outside the top 10. All things considered, the hit that I took, I guess I can live with that. Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. Alright guys, so as we come up onto the finish line, if you like what you see, like what you heard, please consider hitting that, well, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. I would definitely appreciate it, help my channel grow a little bit. And on that note, until next time everybody, this is Knightmare. Peace.
So I suffer from the worst condition, yeah!